Hello and welcome. I just kind of wanted to flip through some super 90s art. I got this a while back, and I've had it on my list of stuff I wanted to look at and stuff I wanted to show off. So Bloodstrike, it's a Rob Liefeld property, but Dan Fraga's, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, does the art. I'm not super familiar with his work, but it looks super duper 90s. Look at this right here. Look at it on the right. Also, look, much like modern comics, you can't have a single inker on a book. You have to have two inkers. I wonder if there's a noticeable difference between page 5 and page 6 and 7. I think there is. The way the inking works on faces looks pretty different over here. That might also be the colorist changing up what he's doing. Anyway. This is about as 90s as you can get, isn't it? Got crazy long hair that's doing crazy stuff. Bangs hanging down in his eyes a little bit. He's got belts. He's got pouches. You can't really see him. He's got big shoulder pads. He's got a big gun. He's got a big gun. He's got this stupid mask that doesn't really cover up anything. What is the point of it? He's muscle bound. He looks like he's ready to shoot you and your mom in the head. Now you know for sure we're a 90s lazy image. And it's not lazy because it's stupid lazy. A ton of work went into this big 2-page splash right here. I'm not going to turn it vertically. You can just rotate your skull. Just go to look at it. But a ton of work went into it. Look at all the little hash line shading and stuff going on here. There's a lot of stuff. And this is my favorite page of this book. This is one of the best compositions I've seen. Now, you could look at it and go, yeah, but nothing's happening. You're right, nothing's happening. But look, she's facing out. He's facing out. And in between them, the person who's interjecting is in an interjection. He's actually in an exclamation point. I thought that was a great little touch. Look at all the detail, just random detail in the background. That kind of goes away. There's a fight scene later that doesn't have a whole lot of backgrounds. Yeah, here it is. We start out with this 2-page splash with knockoff Wolverine. I forget what his name is. I could have told you a couple weeks ago, probably. And then we got no backgrounds. I know we're supposed to be concentrating on the action, but come on. You can put a background in there for me, can't you? We get these random ads just kind of stuck into the book. It's actually really distracting because the ad is a cover and the cover looks like the art in the book. So I'm like, what? What do I want to look at? Oh, her, actually. Where's the page? There's a page I want to look at for her. Like, she looks all right. Like over here, it's kind of an odd pose to land in, but she looks like human geometry. Looks like a human being. Looks like a human being. Maybe a little more muscle bound than her frame probably should support, but she still looks like a human being. You ready? Let's flip over here to the completely spherical armored breasts. They're water balloons, man. That's not human. The fight's kind of cool. I don't really know what's going on or why they want to kill the guy or any of that stuff. It's kind of neat. Next issue, the Blood Brothers saga kicks into high gear as Cabin team confront Battlestone on the grounds of Gate Labs, plus the fate of Lethal and Seahawk. It's undead excitement at its best. Undead? Okay. And then we got like this bonus story in the back, which I thought was an ad. I thought this was like stuff from like either Shadowhawk or there's an Eric Larson Super Patriot book here, and I thought that was what this stuff was. No. This is some backup story just randomly stuck in here. I kind of like the art. There's a sideways spread. Yeah, this one. And I just kind of stared at this for a minute because it was cool. But it's also super indulgent. That's 3 sideways spreads. Now, the reason you make like a big splash page, the reason is to make an emotional or stylistic impact. You want to be like, boom, and punch somebody's eyeballs. The other reason you do it, reason number 2, is because then you're drawing one panel and not like 7. You're not going 1, 2, 3, 4, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And so you don't have to think about the composition of how it's going to flow across the page as much. You can kind of leave that to the letterer, assuming there's even text on the page. So now, it's got some cool art. You want to see the opposite? Also from Image, also costing $1.95, also with no advertisements in it. You ready? What am I even looking at? It's a bunch of just pieces of equipment and then some digital coloring laid on top of it. Like, this isn't even that good or that interesting. The writing's not that interesting. Oh, look, Vogue's weapons. Look, knives. Have you ever seen a knife before? I don't know why anybody would have bought this back in the 90s. I got it for like 50 cents. Like, it doesn't bother me that much, but it's super lazy. The best thing about it is the Liefeld cover. Come over here. I got a whole book of that kind of art. Look at all the detail right here. Just look at this. Somebody, this is before you can cut and paste. This is before you can just be like, I'm going to just go bloop, make one circle and then go paste, 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 paste. Somebody actually had to go, and then somebody else had to come in and color it all. It's crazy. Also, over here, check these two dudes out. I'm pretty sure that's Gambit, and I'm pretty sure that's Magneto. Look at them. I'm also pretty sure that except for a slight difference in their noses, and it may just be the angle that we're viewing them at in these two frames, they're the same person with different eyes. Like, they've got the same stubble, kind of the same, like, hair thing going on. Like, it's ridiculous. These dudes are, like, really the same in these shots. He's got, like, a braid or a dread or something here. But if you ignore that and you just look at the face, they're the same person. Big crazy splashes are not so cool. And everybody in this book is kind of just a ripoff of an X-Men character. Like, he's obviously like Cable. That's fake Wolverine, you know? What? I gotta say, I kind of like the look on her face. She's like paying attention. There's some confidence. Maybe a little disdain. It's kind of hard to read. I'm not sure if she's getting ready to say something or what. Like, she might be getting ready to interject, and then this guy starts freaking out. This is a 90s Image. Early Image, 1993. It looks pretty good. Like, if you ask me what the X-Men looks like, I go, oh, Jim Lee's X-Men. Like, go watch the X-Men cartoon from the 90s based on the designs he used. Like, that's what the X-Men are supposed to look like. This kind of art all looks kind of like that. Like, it's in the same, similar vein. You can make fun of Rob Liefeld for the feet thing. You make fun for pouches. Although at least these days he's making fun of himself for pouches. I can't believe I bought these, but I was like, I have to buy them just because of the pouch. Rob Liefeld is like living the dream. When you can make fun of yourself, you've gone a long way. You can tell Rob Liefeld didn't draw this, though, because look, there's a foot. Anyway, I hope you just kind of enjoyed looking at this with me, because there's some pretty good art in here and some kind of laughable stuff. I mean, anytime you're doing a creative project and you have deadlines, usually you start out being really attentive to detail, and then things just kind of go downhill from that point and get looser and looser. And to some extent, I kind of think that's what happened with some of this art. I think that's why the fight sequence right here didn't really have backgrounds. It does accentuate the action because you're just looking at the figures. But it also means you didn't have to draw all the greebling in the background. Like, look at this. Look at all this detail over here. Plus, they're standing next to those big tanks. So if you want to draw this fight for real, you're going to have to put, like, these tanks in the background or something. Like, it's nuts. It's nuts just how much work you'd have to put in for those background elements. So you just crop them out, right? I had fun reading through this book. I thought that story in the back was an ad, though. Which seems kind of goofy now that I'm saying it, but, you know, it's also completely true. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you want to look at more 90s stuff or not. Like, I just kind of review whatever I feel like, but if people like you want me to look at something in particular, let me know. Like a type of book or something. I own a lot of comics. I own too many comics. I should get rid of some of them. But I can probably find something. Kind of the only thing I won't review is bad stuff just to make fun of it, because I don't like doing that. Even, and I say this, even though I just did a little video stream thing where I literally made fun of gun cats for 20 minutes. Like, if it wasn't for double standards, I wouldn't have any standards at all, right? Right. I'm just getting that box pushed away. Okay. That I got Bloodstrike Brutalists out of with the pouch. Because I just had to show you the pouch. Because look, dude is the pouch. He's living pouch life, man. I should really read Bloodstrike Brutalists 23 or whatever that is. But man, I can't stand the art on the inside of the book. I really can't. I miss when covers had some relation to the stuff on the interior. Like, here, look. This art is the interior art. Let's say you bought Youngblood Battle Zone and you opened it up. I feel bad. I feel bad for anybody who paid $1.95 for that. I feel kind of bad having paid 50 cents for it, you know? Maybe I got it for free. I might have got it for free. I still feel bad about that book over there. Just pretend he doesn't exist. But this looks pretty cool. I'm not sure the story made any sense. I'm not sure what was going on made any sense. But it sure looked alright as it was doing that. And I will see you all next time. You have a great day. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out the social media stuff down below. Like, you should join my Discord and chat with me. You know, we have fun on there. And there's probably going to be things to click up here on the screen. So you might want to click on some of those. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.